See, has worn these right down to the nub, and even if you look at this angle down.
The News 2 I-Team gets a look at what you're sharing the road with. Our camera crew found cars duct taped together with tires on the brink of a blowout. News 2's Rebecca Collette launched this investigation after automotive experts say people are dying and getting injured because we don't have any oversight of the millions of cars running up and down our roads.
Good evening. Inspectors look at the brakes, tires, lights. They check the frame for any damage in annual car inspections. Many states also require emissions tests to cut down on pollution. South Carolina doesn't do any sort of check. The I-Team started asking questions after a local automotive expert came to us with data that shows the inspections save lives in other states.
Around with visible rust, you got bumpers hanging off, you hit a bump.
From busted bodies
slick as can be over here
to balding tires, Jason Scott, the general manager at Hendrick Toyota, says he's more worried about junk drivers than drunk drivers.
As a father, I want to put my son in the safest vehicle possible. So I tell him all the time, I'm not worried about you, I'm worried about the other people.
I said that's your...
He gave the News 2 I-Team exclusive access to his trade-in lot. These are cars rolling off Rivers Avenue, rusted out and bumpers barely hanging on. This vehicle lacked headlights, so the driver wired makeshift lights below the bumper. The seat belt broke in this car, so the driver just sat on top of it. Seeing the daily clunkers rolling down our roads has Jason worried and hoping lawmakers will reconsider a safety inspection program.
We need to make sure that that tire is going to stay on the ground, and if I hit the brakes, I'm not going to go sliding through an intersection.
Lori Jo Harvey is the general manager with AAA here. She says the inspections program could also save everyone headaches during the morning and evening commute.
We want to avoid that surprise breakdown.
Charleston Ship 620.
The DOT SHEP team helps keep those cars out of traffic. Blue truck drivers like Ted Worthman responded to more than 6,000 broken down cars in emergency situations last year on low country main arteries like Interstates 26 and 526. For perspective, that's nearly 17 broken down cars in emergency situations every day.
The most popular, tow-ins and breakdowns tend to be things that can be prevented.
And if they were, advocates of the inspection program say your commute would be faster and safer. National data isn't so conclusive. A report by Pennsylvania's DOT estimated 187 lives were saved every year in the state and found states with vehicle safety inspection programs have significantly less deadly wrecks than states without programs. But New Jersey dropped their safety inspections program, citing a lack of conclusive data. South Carolina dropped the inspection program in the early 90s. Majority Leader Representative Gary Simrell says safety now falls to law enforcement.
The safety component now for cars in South Carolina deals with a patrolman or an officer seeing a car that looks like it's not safe and then citing that.
Through a records request to the State Department of Public Safety, we learned a little over 5,000 people died on our roads in the last 5 years. And those deadly wrecks, vehicle defects were contributing factors, and 2.5% of wrecks, claiming the lives of 132 people. Senator Sean Bennett says fees could fund road improvements.
Would it help? Probably. Is it going to solve our roads problem? No.
There are just over 3 million active driver's licenses in South Carolina. There are 7.7 million licensed drivers in North Carolina. North Carolina's emissions and safety inspection program raked in $32.9 million last year. And of that, $27.2 million was spent on road improvements. Senator Bennett says the legislature here would have to consider the impact on people who can't afford the fees or regular maintenance.
The people that have issues with their cars are probably folks that are struggling to make ends meet as it is.
Well, right now there are 16 states with inspection programs. For a list of those states and a history of the inspection program that's been slowly declining, head to counton2.com. Rebecca Collette, News 2.
If you have